price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she ask me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ first class, not what you went to. You need to relay, chase money like you sane. How I give you the boat chain and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Product. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of our fire offend you.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now. I'm too, on one day on my third, I was too broke, now I'm too rich, made 100K on my third shift, I'm a boy, so, boy, and I'm a gangster, and you a, boy, man, we been getting money for a long time. We was out here hungry for a long time. I don't never really have no punchlines. And all you rappers looking like a lunch line. Not need a Uber right now. Need crew love right now, cause we too up right now. Ooh, I'm up right now.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line.
Party it up in Tampa.
The Lombardi Trophy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down at this field partner and think about the history of this game and all the great players,
to the crib,
to the crib,
replay the game. It's like championship game. Let's go. Let's go. Early.
With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Chiefs are going to take a first quarter lead.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Show me something, Ma. Show me something.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action here on first down. Dancing to his left. Dumping it off for Johnson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Lauletta to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down yards downfield. D. Ford able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Coming off play action, Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The first carry now. This is Johnson.
Yep,
trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lauletta. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Leopard.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very difficult for him in that situation.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this for
Good stop, boy.
Go for it.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. And this may be a big early turning point in this Super Bowl.
Big right here.
For it on 4th down here. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. After the run, Lauletta now going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kerryon Johnson there to make the grab. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyreek Hill on the return.
Oh, yeah, Reek. Get off my man.
Nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Oh, yeah, Mahomes back.
They'll run it now. This is Charcandrick West.
Hold that block.
He's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Left foot. There we go now. Blue 45.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it with West. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's West. And an alley to run.
Okay.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
Come back to the football,
Let's check
Travis.
in with the referee. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time.
Might have to get taken out the game, man.
He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Step up. Gotta step up.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. And they're going to lose some on this play.
Defense.
Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as
there,
a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. In for the score. And the Giants are in for 6. To the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker?
All right, offense. Are you
going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green, 90. Green.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
They'll call it a punt at 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Back to throw, Lauletta. Throwing left side, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Green, 39.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson.
Bring it back.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Set. 319. 319.
Out of the gun, Lauletta.
Where's the fucking pass rush?
Trying to improvise. Now he's going to try to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted.
Fuck, man. What defense, bro?
Monty Watts.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's got it to West on the dump off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Mahomes
can't get away, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Forced out to his left.
Holy wow, bro.
Run for this. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins.
We out, Sammy. We out, Sammy. We out, Sammy. Get in there. Yup.
In for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 46 yards. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
Where are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
They'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's Lawlett off play action. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Still got off fucking day, throw the ball.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawlett, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing that.
In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Go Armani, boy. Big plays make big plays.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Fucking up, Ma.
Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a handoff to Wentz. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Put him back.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, it's an interference.
Is incomplete. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Bro, what the fuck?
Through an opening, and there he goes. 30.
Who the fuck is Kieran
Nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Dumping it off for Johnson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
Come on, man. Kenny Carr getting trucked. Really?
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Lauletta now to throw it. That escapes the sack.
Bro, they hoeing me.
He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Fuck niggas just struggle over defensive tackle.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. The Giants on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
The ball placed just outside of the end zone as they come up again on another 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Johnson.
Bro, what the fuck?
The first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll go with a keeper. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. It's their quarterback taking it in. And the Giants are in for 6. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general. The leader just falling behind him.
Rosas now to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill.
We out, dog. Stop playing.
Past him and into space.
Come on, man. What are y'all doing? Block.
All the way down inside the 40.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now West. And that play went nowhere. Losing
Oh,
yardage.
fucking
It'll be
terrible,
back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in the zone blitz, he's going to win that battle.
What are you doing?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
No. Check. Patriot.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Buying time.
Out there.
He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere
That's no
dips,
ground
I like
in
that
there.
one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Fucking time.
That'll be
Press on the quarterback.
We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a third and long situation coming up.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone
keep kicking
open.
to him. He's going to burn you.
Fielded at the 43. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure. And to come
My
over
line
nothing,
can't block this
that's a
shit.
really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah,
Crazy.
will they make up for it? No gain on the play there. Second down.
Really crazy.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And who's got it? The Giants. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Johnson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Coming off play action, Lauletta.
Fumble, get the ball, get the ball. Get out, man. Fuck.
The ball comes out.
This shit.
The Chiefs have it, they do. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
need to get some blocking, man.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described.
I threw the ball.
Right around the 30.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw, it's Mahomes. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Yeah, the game won't let me throw the ball, right?
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again, to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On third and long, it's Mahomes.
Right. No fucking blocking.
And down he goes again. Alec Ogletree in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They go to Johnson again. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now a play fake, and it's Lauletta. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Lavonte David. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
No one holding the fucking block, man.
Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
first down carry here for Johnson. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now it's Lauletta. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they
Come on, a flag, bro? Yeah, this game really fucking cheating.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like...
And he lost the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the night.